All right, I'm here with Clint from Cap Arms. Hey, Clint.
How you doing?
Good, man. And you've got something in your hand you want to show us?
Yeah, so we've been out here hosting TTAG today and just doing a little bit of firing, showing some of our products. But we got into the discussion of what could be the benefits or what are the benefits of running a 300 Blackout round versus a 223, especially in a defensive role.
Right, we've got the 223 on the left.
What we have is a 223 55 grain FMJ round.
Right.
And then what we actually use in our 300 Blackout subsonic rounds, that's a 208 grain ballistic tip bullet. And to give you kind of an idea, that is what's left of a 208 grain bullet.
Yep.
That after you hit level 3 and level 2 body armor stacked on top of each other.
So it's a far better defensive round because it's just more bullet.
It's a much better defensive round. It's a little bit slower, but it's a lot more mass hitting the target and a lot more kinetic energy transfer into the target versus this little tiny 55 grain that's traveling a bit faster but is going to transfer a lot less energy into the target. Not only that, but the Blackout can be more controllable, especially with subsonics. You're going to get a lighter recoil.
Right.
It's more of a pistol caliber carbine feel versus an actual combat style rifle feel. And then the big thing is it's very, very suppressible because it is subsonic. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have these guys go back and forth a little bit.
All right.
I've got
This is Caleb Giddings here.
Caleb Giddings. He's got a 5.56 rifle on the right.
So that's got the 5.56 round in it.
It's got a 223.
Sorry, 223, and that's a Cap Arms bullet as well.
That's our Cap Arms target match 223.
All right. And what we're looking for is how much recoil he's going to be generating.
Well, this is compensated, but you'll be able to see muzzle blast, and you'll definitely tell a difference even on the video.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. So, like any 223 or 5.56 gun, it's still controllable. There's just a lot of concussion. You could imagine what that type of concussion would be in your house if you use an AR as your main defensive weapon in your house.
Right.
Try going down a hallway shooting at a bad guy who's threatening your family. It's not going to be a fun day for you. Ultimately, the answer to that is going to a suppressed weapon that's a little more suitable for a self-defense weapon. So if we turn this way,
right,
you'll see Dan Hall from Gunway, and he has a suppressed 300 Blackout rifle.
Who's playing music in the background? Is that your phone ringing or something?
Yep. I think it's my phone, yeah.
Okay.
Soundtrack. I don't know what is going on here.
All right, well, we're going to finish up by saying what? That was a very soft shooting.
It's a very
quiet.
soft, yeah, it's a very soft shooting, very soft recoiling weapon. Running something like that inside of a house, inside of a structure when you're on the defensive and trying to defend your family, it's going to be a much more effective round, and the over-penetration is much more controllable versus a 5.56 or 223. And as you saw when we were having the 223 actually firing at steel at 25 yards, you could hear the gun over the sound of the steel. When you switch to the Blackout rifle and suppress it, you actually barely hear the gun cycling versus hearing the steel loud and clear.
Caleb Giddings, which gun do you prefer?
Blackout.
Why?
It's quieter. In this case, also it's shorter. It's easier to manipulate indoors. But if I'm shooting at things that are trying to hurt me, I want to be able to do it in a situation where I don't have to think about putting in my ear pro or worry about blowing an eardrum out if I'm doing it indoors. Plus, Blackout has a lot of advantages in both the suppressed format and unsuppressed format over 223. And in many states, it's legal to hunt deer with.
Important. All right, so Cap Arms makes both rounds, though.
Yes, sir.
And what makes your rounds, very quickly, what makes your rounds superior?
We have some components that are superior. We have a very low cellulose content powder, which makes it a very clean ammunition. We also build to a very tight spec. Everything is small batch manufactured instead of large batch or line manufactured, and so we can control the quality of the ammunition a lot better by running off small batches.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Yep, thank you.